kitchen with EPL.
Hey everybody, it's Christine from the Easton Library, and we have a new episode today of In the Kitchen with EPL. So today we're going to talk about Lunchables. We all know those things. They're those little pre-sealed packages of like crackers and bologna and a cookie or something that kids like to have for lunch. And I think the draw of them is that they're really easy. You buy it, you throw it in a lunch box, you're finished. And it's a little something different than a sandwich, because sometimes sandwiches get boring. So, but they're not good for us. They're not fresh. They're loaded with salt and sugar, and they're not healthy. They're just not the best. But I do love the idea of the mixture of a lot of different little things. So we're gonna make different types of very similar stuff on our own, but it's gonna be fresh, it's gonna be delicious, and it's gonna be whatever you wanna put into it. So the first one that I made to show you guys, this one is hummus with cucumbers and carrots and chips and crackers. Now, I bought this cool little container. These you can buy at almost any supermarket right now. Different dividers. This one has 3 sections. You can sometimes find them with 4 or just 2. But one thing that I found, which is a great tip, if you really would prefer a little more sections than they have, you can use those little paper muffin cups that you bake muffins in, and they also sell little latex ones that you can wash and reuse. And if you just kind of shove 2 of those in one little section, you can divide 2 things. So here I have the cucumbers in one and the carrots in another to keep them separate. It's a great tip, costs practically nothing. And so this one is great. It's got protein, it's got some nice veggies, it's got some crunch. I mean, what could be better than this? This would be great for vegetarians because it's meatless, but really for anyone, it's a fantastic lunch. So one tip I'm going to give you for this kind of lunch is include a protein of some kind, just to give you a little energy through the day, keep you going, and it doesn't have to be meat. It can be many different things like the hummus. The second one that I am going to show you guys, this is a little container. You've probably seen these in different kinds of stores that they sell for kids' lunches. It has a little snap top, and this one is divided into 2 sections. So in this one, I have a muffin, a nice apple cinnamon muffin with some apple slices. And then on this side, I have some plain yogurt with a little maple syrup and strawberries. So there's your protein. You got some fruit, you got a little sweet something that's delicious. And this is like a perfect little contained healthy lunch. It's fantastic. And I also love the idea of using some kind of a little reusable utensil for this. So this is a great little camp spork, I guess you would call it. It even has a little serrated area there where you could even cut something. All kinds of stores sell similar stuff to these. I've also seen bamboo cutlery, and you could even use chopsticks. You take this home, you wash it, you pack it again and again and again. It's fantastic. All right. So another great little tip is you might want to include a little something sweet, a little dessert thing for your lunch, because it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be one of those little muffin cups with a cookie in it or a few M&Ms. It's nice. It makes it seem like a whole meal, and it's a little treat for you. So this next one I have, again, I use the same type of container from the supermarket, and this one's great because you could do leftovers. Doesn't even have to be warm. Let's say last night you had roasted chicken and vegetables for dinner. It's so good cold, it's delicious. So you take a few chunks of your chicken and a few little roasted veggies here. And then here, I just threw together a quick little salad. This is just lettuce and strawberries. You can buy very tiny containers to put a little dressing in and a couple cookies. Now this is such a great full little lunch. It's satisfying, it's delicious, it's not expensive. Another great thing about doing Lunchables this way is you are not creating the waste. These things are all washable. You can wash your little utensil. You can reuse these containers over and over again, which is fantastic. So you're not creating a lot of waste. So for the last one, I'm doing a very traditional kind of Lunchables thing. In my kids' scout troop, they call it a Cracker Barrel. So here we have, this little container is divided again with the muffin cups, and it's cheese cubes with nuts. Nuts are a great protein. Good for vegetarians, good for vegans, good for anybody, and they're delicious. So here's some cheese with some nuts. And then in this little container, I have some really hearty little crisp bread that'll hold up with the cheese. And then in the third container, there's some turkey. I just rolled it up and put a little toothpick in, and some strawberries. And these little containers, I'm sure you've seen these too before. These are bought in, I'm just gonna get the tops to show you, any supermarket. They come with these little green lids, and they sort of fit together like a little box. The tops kind of, they kind of almost snap in, and you get this little, like, perfect square box. You could easily fit it in a nice little bag and bring it to work with you. You got your cool little utensil or your chopsticks. And that's another fantastic lunch. So, next time you see Lunchables in the store, you can think to yourself, man, I do this so much better at home. And I hope you enjoy these great lunches. They're all fantastic, and get creative, have fun. Put anything that you want in there. If you love peanut butter and jelly, have like a little quarter of a sandwich with some fruit and some salad. I mean, you can really just do anything you want. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you try them at home, and thank you so much for joining us for this episode of In the Kitchen with EPL. Bye.